there's a good question from Jamie, one of our team members. Jamie, would VR games be considered difficult first game to make? Which is cool, linking it to Kareem, because Kareem might help us make some VR games in Unity, which would be really cool. I think it's time that we spend some time in that. Personally, I'd say no, a VR game wouldn't be considered difficult to make as your first game because, and again, hopefully we'll have a course teaching this soon, but if you're competent in Unity and then you learn how VR works in terms of, here's literally how I build it out so that it becomes a VR game, and then you pay attention to the controls, then it's about what's an interesting experience to make within there. And a lot of the games that we've talked about before, like a third-person horror type game, or a first-person adventure platformer type thing, I think you can make those in VR. And I think the opportunity to have it stand out in VR, there's still a market for that. There's still a lot of people out there saying, I've got a headset and I wish I had more stuff to play. And so I think if you can make something interesting, then people will be interested in playing it. So if you've got a headset and you love VR and you're really interested in it, then I think, yes, you can absolutely make VR as your first game. But again, keep it really, really simple. You're in a room, how do you get out? You're solving a murder mystery. You're you're interacting with the world in an interesting way. Don't try to make something that's too action heavy, because, well, maybe I should retract that statement as well, because the early kind of VR games were, you've got your thingy hitting the drum, kind of Guitar Hero style. That could be a game you could make. So, all right. Would you guys agree with my conclusions on VR?
I think AR is actually really interesting. That's something that's caught my interest, but I didn't know if I didn't actually know if it was viable to get into early on.
I don't have a lot of experience with VR, AR stuff, but from some of the YouTube videos and stuff I've seen, there are like packages and templates and stuff that you can get stuff up and running pretty quick. So if you got the character controller stuff working with the headset, it's just like making another game at that point.